Hey guys, it's Jassy and welcome to a new question and answer video. I've asked you 3 weeks ago what questions you have in mind and I tried to answer a bunch of them now in this video. Also, pay attention whenever I post an image asking you to ask me some questions and you really want to know something, just write a comment and I try to include you in my next question and answer video. But let's start. First question. Hello, firstly I wanted to say that your videos are amazing. Thanks. You really inspire me to play and get better. Also I want to ask you, how do you learn the songs? One more question, do you have any advice for someone who wants to start a band? Thanks. How do I learn the songs? Well, at first I tried to listen to the songs on repeat, like for 5 to 6 times straight, to memorize the patterns, to memorize the structure of the song. And then I had to songster to get some tabs for the song and try just to play along. Sometimes it works just right away, otherwise I take a metronome and slow down the speed, memorize all the patterns I have seen on Songster and just practice the song. There's actually no magic happening, just listening, memorizing and training. That's everything. I have also uploaded a video how I practice songs. If you want, you can just check out this video. And for advice, it's kind of difficult to find the right people. All you have to know for yourself is what is your aim, what do you want to achieve with this band, and you have to be transparent to the people you want to invite in your band. So if it's just a hobby project, you tell the guys, okay, I don't see myself on a huge stage, I just want to jam out with you, having some fun. But if you're an ambitious person and see yourself on a huge festival, then you have to be honest to the people you want to invite and tell them, hey guys, we need to work hard, everyone needs to work hard on this band so that we can just make our visions real. And another thing is that it's really rare nowadays to find a decent band. I just can tell you stories after stories. And yeah, you have to be patient. And if you just feel that it's not working, listen to your heart and quit it. Because if you just play as a routine in this band and don't feel anything anymore when playing songs together, then I think it's time to quit. Right. What do you think about Slipknot's new masks? Well, I really like most of them. I mean, Mick Thompson's mask didn't change at all. But I don't like Corey's that much. But I guess that's just what he wanted, I guess. And I think they are pretty psycho. Like the new guy of Slipknot, I think he has a really disturbing mask. And yeah, I like them. Most of them are different and I think that's quite good. Do you prefer All Out Live or Unsainted? Well, definitely All Out Live, because this song is full of energy. I really love the riffs in there, the structure and the lyrics are so goddamn good. Like, I have quoted my favorite line in my cover in the pinned comment and I really love the lyrics there. So it's definitely All Out Live. Is your hair naturally straight, wavy or curly? Also, what is your favorite technique to use when soloing? Rock on. Well, my hair is naturally just like this. It's straight. And my favorite technique might be sweep picking, just because I'm happy I'm able to play it now. Yeah. What inspired you to learn how to play guitar? That was Sum 41. I have been a huge Sum 41 fan like 10 years ago. And I have purchased their DVDs, Sake Bombs and Happy Endings. And that was the ultimate trigger for me to start playing guitar. Can you do a Disturbed Stricken cover, please? Well, yes, I can and I will, since that was a Patreon voted cover from already some months ago. And I just have to find the time to practice it, to be honest. And yeah, all of you guys who don't know what Patreon is, it's some kind of a crowdfunding platform and I offer different rewards there. For example, you can get a guitar cover voting every month if you just support me with $1 per month. Or you can even get guitar lessons if you pledge $50 a month, plus many more bonus content. So if you would like to check out Patreon, you can put cover suggestions there. I make up the cover votings of these suggestions. And finally in the voting, you guys tell me what I will play once per month. Is there anything else you love more than guitar playing? Yes, my boyfriend. What is your most influential band and why? Also, do you have any advice for new and upcoming musicians like me, Les? I think System of a Down is the most influential band on me since I discovered so much metal bands with them. And they were like giving me all the energy to keep playing guitar. So I'm such a decent rhythm guitar player, and that's all because of System of a Down. I wanted to play so many songs by them, and that gave me kind of a good practice. And any advice for new and upcoming musicians? Be ambitious, reach your goals, set yourself goals every day, and I think this is what I'm doing. Just keep doing it, guys. Who inspired your clothing style? I really like it. Well, basically the clothes themselves inspire me. So whenever I see something in a catalog or online, I'm like, damn, this could really look cool with this guitar or something like that. And I'm like someone who likes anime style and all this Victorian goth style stuff. So I try to merge everything together to create my own style. Like sometimes I see a really girlish shirt, but in the context of all the other clothes I'm wearing, it appears more goth, if you know what I mean. So I really get inspired by just stuff that I see in a clothing store and try to experiment with it. So I guess it's just something I have on my mind. How do you find the time to record your videos? I mean, surely you have other things to do. Yes, I got a full-time job. I'm a math and physics teacher, and I have a band called OVERSENSE, and we are writing on the second album. We are also playing shows. Then I have this YouTube channel. I have a boyfriend. I have friends, and well, basically I have no free time. So when I wake up, I go to school, I work, then I get home. I try to record as much as possible, prepare my courses for the next day, maybe chill a bit for like an hour, and then, yeah, stop and repeat, right? How do I become a patron? Who is your favorite band? You just become a patron if you just click on the link. I'm always like putting in my video description, and there you just have to create an account and tell Patreon I want to become a patron of Jassy. That's it. And yeah, if you want to check it out, just try. And if it's nothing for you, you can just cancel Patreon. That's the best. My favorite band, it's like a part of Slipknot and System of a Down. I love them both so much, and they have inspired me so much in my guitar playing. So I cannot decide between them two. Oh, and Sum 41, of course, as they were like the ultimate trigger for me. Triple S, System, Slipknot, Sums. Number 2, how long have you played the guitar? It's about 8.5 years now, and I have also recorded a guitar progress video back in 2017, where you can just react to my guitar playing progress if you want. It's called 7-year guitar playing progress self-taught, and there's like half an hour of footage of me developing some guitar skills. What do you think about a kind of meet and greet or similar? Visiting a follower, a winner of a giveaway or so? Maybe only Germany-wide because of time reasons for you, but what do you mean? Maybe only Germany because of time reasons? Well, I think it's also a money reason, because plane tickets to Australia, USA, and even train tickets within Germany are really expensive. I mean, just to get to Darmstadt for one day, I just paid like 60 euros for one direction. That was like some years ago. And I always try to time my visits at his place when train tickets are cheap. So it's not even a time reason, also a money reason. As I don't make anything from YouTube, just from the support I get on Patreon, it's like really difficult for me to offer something like that. And also, I just don't want to be judgmental, but there are so many people I don't know. You don't know me, I don't know you, and if I visit you in your flat, maybe you lock me in your basement and to do things to me. Yeah. Maybe you don't, but I think it's a nice idea, and if I just offer that for my fans in Germany, maybe also other people of other countries get upset. Like, why do you do this just in Germany? We want to have you here in Brazil. I know I got many fans in Brazil, so hi there. And I just tend to be fair to everyone since I don't want to prefer anyone special. It's like the same thing with my band OVERSENSE. So many people ask me, why don't you come to Brazil? Why don't you come to Australia, UK and everything? It's just the time and the money we just don't have yet. But I will keep this in mind. Maybe it can be like a meetup in a city at a music store. Maybe that might be a cool idea. And tell me in the comments, would you like to win a meet and greet in Germany together with me at Session Music in Frankfurt, for example? Just write to me. Have you considered playing any Korn? That is if you like them, of course. PS, love, Back to the Future. Ah, you too. Amazing. Yes, I have a 7-string guitar now, and like I said before, I just need to find the time to record all the stuff you guys are asking me. Yeah. Do you like Back to the Future? Well, no, I just have a poster, I just have a Lego car of Back to the Future, I just watch the movies every once in a while. I don't like it. I love it. Have you ever heard of Scars on Broadway? If so, could you do a guitar cover of Lives? By the way, my favorite YouTuber guitarist. Oh, thank you. Of course, I've heard of Scars on Broadway as I'm a huge System of a Down fan. And I don't know whether I can cover Lives since I've got so much to do and also a huge to-do list next to all the Patreon voted covers I have to do. So I think it's not that probable or that likely, that is the word, that I will do a cover of Lives anytime soon. Which guitar technique or what song are you trying to master at the moment? I try to master sweep picking since I just can like sweep pick 3 to 4 strings, but I really would like to be able to sweep pick on all of the fretboard. And I also want to master the Canon Rock, Vivaldi Tribute and the Moonlight Sonata. Also Escape the Fate. This War is Ours, and this is like a 5-string sweep. It's even slower than the sweeps I'm playing now, but it's 5 strings and look at my fingers. They are not that big and this is kind of frustrating from time to time. How do you learn to play so good? Also, what guitar do you use? Oh, thank you. Well, I think it's just practice and listening to lots of music and writing your own stuff. I have just noticed that when I started to play in my band OVERSENSE, I automatically got better since the practice routine is there and we also don't play that standard stuff. It's more like melodic metal with complex rhythms, and playing in a band, writing your own stuff and consistent practice always is something really good when you want to get better. I use many guitars, and as an info, I always put everything I use in the description. So if you have questions concerning gear, just read the description. I've put the guitar there, I have put my amp there, the tuning. So if you're interested, just read the description. This is why I'm writing it. Yeah, please. Anything wild happened at a gig, like singer falling off the stage, fights breaking out, someone dropped their guitar? No, not that wild things, but when we toured together with Doro in Germany, in Berlin, a cable on my pedal board was broken, and that was the cable of my Whammy drop tune pedal. So when we started our song Purgatory, I was in the wrong tuning. And before I noticed that the cable was broken, like 1 minute of the song, well, the song is 6 minutes long, but whatever, 1 minute of the song was passed and I was just there and feeling so dumb, because of course there are people that see, oh, this girl has technical problems, of course she's a girl, and this was everything like putting me under pressure, and this is why it was kind of wild in my head at this moment. Do you also love mix high-pitched guitar and surfacing so much? Yes, I really love that riff, and I just found out that you can also play it without a pitch shifter pedal. So maybe I will try this out soon enough. Spielst du mit OVERSENSE auch mal in Süddeutschland, Bavü oder so? Würde dich wahnsinnig gern mal live sehen. Ja, wärst du mal bei der Doro-Tour dabei gewesen, da war man in Memmingen, ne? Gerade spielen wir nicht so wirklich in Süddeutschland, aber beim Wellesweiler Open Air, das ist glaube ich irgendwo in Saarbrücken, dürfte recht nah von dir aus sein. Einfach mal vorbeischauen, da spielen wir sogar fast 1 Stunde. Und vor allen Dingen einfach mal bei uns auf der Facebook-Seite, Instagram oder unserer Webpage oversense.de vorbeischauen. Da tun wir nämlich immer alle Gigs irgendwie in so einen Reiter rein, namens Tour oder Live. Weiß ich gerade gar nicht. Ist auf Deutsch und Englisch, glaube ich, etwas anders. Und da kannst du immer schauen, ob wir vielleicht in der Nähe sind. weil eigentlich informiere ich auch immer am Ende des Videos, wo wir dann als nächstes spielen. Das heißt, einfach mal gucken. Wie gesagt, Wellesweiler Open Air ist das nächste wahrscheinlich bei dir in der Nähe. Ansonsten melde dich einfach nochmal. If you had a chance in your life to become everything or get whatever you want, would you like to accept or work it out by yourself? Well, I'm a hard-working person and I couldn't complain if a deep wish of mine was just be fulfilled without any work involved. Like, there have been times where I didn't sleep for that much, where really there were days I just worked and worked and worked and I wasn't getting anywhere. Like, it felt like I was just staying there on my point without getting any progress. And so, of course, someone would tell me, hey, you just play on Wacken because I like your band. Of course I will accept it. I mean, everything else would be stupid. I know how much you work on everything and sometimes it can be really tiring. So yeah, I would definitely accept it. We watch you on YouTube, but who do you watch? If I just tell you every channel, every video I watch on YouTube, I could just feel like more than an hour of footage. But of course, like everyone else, I like to watch guitar channels, Rob Scallon, Jared Dines, Stevie T, Davey, bassist. Also bad lip reading, they are really funny. And I check out, of course, some of my friends like Noeli dos Santos, Vanvalia, Desart, The Disaster, everyone I've collabed with, Nick Nocturnal, also some documentaries, funny stuff. I like Cold Mirror, and yeah, there is simply so much happening on YouTube, and I also like kind of really stupid videos sometimes, like if people make songs different, like the Radio Disney version by Andy Rehfeld of Wait and Bleed is such a legendary video. Yeah, also crafting stuff like your videos. And yeah, much stuff. If you could be any animal, what would you be and why? I think I would be a cat, just because I like cats. Would you ever pick up a bass guitar, and if you did, what song would you play? Of course I would, if I hadn't so small fingers. And I think the first track I would play is Killing in the Name by Rage Against the Machine. Really like the bass line there. Which is the hardest song you learned to play, and which videos was the hardest to make? The hardest song I learned was maybe Psychosocial, just because of the solo, or Blut im Auge by Equilibrium, since it's pretty fast and there are so many changes. And the hardest video to make, it's actually, I can differentiate between stuff, but the hardest might be also Psychosocial, as this day was so hot. It was like the week that was the hottest week this year in Germany where I shot this video. And this was really hard to make, since I was been sweating so much and needed to stay focused, as I really wanted to put that video out. And yeah, I think that was the hardest one to make. Otherwise, collabs are always hard to make, since you have to make sure everyone gets the attention they deserve. And yeah, collab videos are always really, really complex for me to cut. For someone having trouble with solos, what is your recommendation for learning them and process you use to learn solos yourself? You asked the wrong person, since I consider myself as a really bad solo player, but my recommendation is to start slowly with a metronome and make sure you can play all the techniques that I used in the solo. Like, I noticed for myself, I really suck at vibrato and bending, and you need to focus on really simple songs first, where you master the techniques, because otherwise you can play solo after solo. You might play the solos, but you haven't mastered the techniques there. So analyze the solo, what techniques are used in the solo, master the techniques, then start learning with a metronome slowly, and then increasing the speed. This is what I do. Yeah, this is my process. Do you still play your PRS? Yes, I do. But unfortunately we had a glass table in our living room, and that thing exploded one night, and so my PRS got like damaged in the body, and it's not looking that great anymore, which made me really sad. Yeah. Favorite thing to cook? I think it's my chili con carne or spaghetti bolognese. I cook so many things when I have the time because I like to eat healthy and make sure that everything that is in there in the meal I would eat is like fresh, and yeah, I like to control that. Yeah. Right, maybe your question was included in this Q&A. If it wasn't, don't be disappointed. I will make them more often again. And be sure just to write your question beyond the image. I will just answer some questions that are not too private or awkward. And yeah, maybe you will be featured in the next video. And at this point I want to say many thanks to all of my patrons at Patreon who support me. And special thanks go out to Maik, Michael, Mike number 2, Andreas, Adelyn, Guillermo, Matt, Ryan, Jonah, Bruno-Pierre, Trey, Harald, and the Sarnia Breakfast Club. Thank you so much for your lovely support, and it means a lot to me that you support me through my journey here on YouTube and maybe get my dream real that I can live from the stuff I'm doing with music with my band OVERSENSE and here on YouTube. And if you also want to become a patron, just head to my page patreon.com/JassyJ. You will find awesome rewards starting at just $1 per month, which includes a guitar cover voting and some exclusive posts. You can even make your own guitar cover wish, a guaranteed guitar cover dedicated to you of the song you wish, and also get guitar cover lessons, posters and stuff. So if you are interested in that, and also keep supporting this channel a bit more so that I can create videos for you at my Patreon page. And yeah, also with my band OVERSENSE, we are writing on the second album, and I'm so happy we can present this one to you maybe in half a year. It's still a lot to do, mastering, promotion stuff and so on. And yeah, if you want to see us live, the next show will be together with Jimmy G at Kyffhäuser Denkmal on the 20th of July. I will also join Jimmy on stage for 3 songs, playing some solos more or less. And yeah, also I hope you stay tuned for the Sabaton week. Next week, since I have met Per from Sabaton at the Nuclear Blast headquarters in Darmstadt, and I want to say many thanks to David from October Promotions and Marcos from Nuclear Blast for making this possible, and of course many thanks to Per for this awesome experience. So just stay tuned for this video and rock on!